program to bring you a breaking news report. Former Guardians Initiative member Jess Lambert has been involved in a serious car accident. Paramedics are now on the scene and Jess Lambert will be airlifted to the nearest hospital. More on this as it develops. We are sorry to bring you this information, but at 7:21 p.m., Jess Lambert has passed away.
I don't know what to say. I was Jess's promoter. In the last year, I got to know him pretty well. He became my friend.
I only knew the man briefly. This last year of his life, I was his promoter. But I can tell you one thing. Jess Lambert cared about this world. He cared about the things that happened, and he cared about the people that he was surrounded by, and he would do anything to protect them.
Just like Josh said, he cared more than anyone else about what he was doing. Jess Lambert represented the law. But he didn't just represent the law, he was the law.
He would go to any length to be that man, that one thing that could stop evil from overcoming the world. Jess Lambert was a great man, an honorable man, and today I think that it would only be right if we were to remember him for the great person he was.
When we called Jess Lambert, we were calling the law.
I know a lot of you are expecting to seek comfort in metaphors and stories, but quite honestly, I'm just going to tell it how it was.
As you all know, I'm Jake Jakers, member of the Guardians Initiative. The only reason I have that title is because of Jess, as I came to be one of his best friends when we were partners.
Jess Lambert, to me, was more than a client. He was my friend. Even in a time where people were calling him irrelevant and saying there was no hope for him to revive his career, I was happy to work with him. Since then, he joined me on a huge mission. That was the Nash incident that happened about 6 months ago.
Jess was a great man. He had dignity, he had respect, and he knew how to restore order to any problem. That's why he was given the name the law.
Jess Lambert never faded. The man was always still there, the same man that was in the Guardians Initiative. And it's one of the main members of the Guardians Initiative. It really showed.
The Guardians Initiative gave me a chance to start a new one. And as much as I would love for each and every one of you to look up to me as the leader of the new Guardians Initiative, I'm going to have to say no, as I have some news to tell you.
I know very well. He had the same ability he had in his younger days, this entire time.
I am resigning from the Guardians Initiative. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much.
And next, speaking for Jess Lambert, Guardians Initiative founder and friend, Mr. Damien Bridges.
Good evening, everyone. Jess was a good man. When I started the Guardians Initiative, he was my first pick. He had skills like nothing I've ever seen before. Every day while I was working with him, he tried to instill hope. And that's inspired me to do the same, to continue his legacy to this day. We grew very close together over the time that I knew him. I'm proud to say he was a friend. I'm proud to say he was one of the first members of the Guardians Initiative. And there's something else. But maybe the world isn't ready for that just yet. But I'd like everyone here today to do what Jess has always done, is to keep hope alive. Thank you.
Quite honestly, Bridges, your presence here kind of surprises me. I haven't seen you for what, like 4 months?
Is there a problem?
Not really. You're a good friend. The entire reason I'm into any of this management and politics bullcrap, so have a seat, man. So, Bridges, what brings you here with absolutely no notice whatsoever?
Business.
Figured you're talking to me after all.
Before I get to that, I do have a question real quick. How is it going?
It is getting worse, quite honestly. I mean, if you've paid attention to any news sources, I think you can explain that. I don't like to talk about that.
Yeah, I figured as much. I keep telling you should get that looked at. It's gonna become a problem one day. But about the ring.
The ring? Yeah, I still got it. I have no idea what it even does. Why would I get rid of it? My eyes was keeping it secret for a reason, so...
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. I don't know what mine does either.
When do you even get that thing anyway during the whole
Stop.
My eyes?
Nothing need be said about that. I know it's how we met. But just leave it alone.
Listen, I know it was a bit of trauma for you, but it's nearly 2 years ago. Eventually you're going to have to come to terms with it. You did what you had to.
So how's the promotional business going?
Okay, I guess we're going to talk about that now. It's going straight into the ground. 4 months ago when Jess died, we lost our biggest client, and because of the retirement of Jake Jagers and the fact that he wants nothing to do with me after the Nash incident, we have no one to promote. Therefore, we have no funds. Therefore, I can't see us lasting more than another month.
Well, it sounds like you're in a bit of trouble, aren't you? But I have a proposition for you.
Oh? What might that be?
Now, I just happen to be looking for some new promotion. So I was thinking you three could now promote me. Does that sound good?
Us promote you. Promote the man who almost gave away government's secrets in his memoriam speech at Jess's funeral. Yes, that couldn't go wrong at all.
I only almost did that because I thought it was the honest thing to do at the time. We can't keep lying to the people forever. They're gonna have to know the truth one of these days. I just thought that was the best time. But we both know I didn't say anything.
You may not have said anything. Listen, sometimes the people need to be lied to. Nobody's even gonna believe you came from a year in the future, and the present Bridges is frozen. Do you know how ludicrous that sounds? You can't even talk about the events that happened 2 years ago. How are you supposed to tell the people? Besides, this promotions business that we run, this is speeches and public appearances. This isn't some kind of heroic duty kind of thing. You're not going to go on missions. If you're the Damien Bridges, I know this isn't going to be something you want to get involved in.
Maybe not. But that's not important right now. What is important is giving these people hope.
You know what you're getting yourself into. I told you everything. If you know the terms, then we'll promote you.
Oh yeah, I understand. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the team. Josh, Daniel, you need to come here. I gotta show you something.
What's going on? Yeah, what's this about?
It's this guy again. This guy I've been telling you about. Just watch. Wait one moment.
Just a few blocks from here, XFC fighter Boris Waltz filmed a third challenge to Damien Bridges. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, here it is.
Damien Bridges. As you well know, I am Boris Waltz, reigning champion of the XFC.
He's been doing this for weeks.
And as I well know, you are the former head of the Guardians Initiative. This makes us both titans, but there must only be one. I challenge you to a street fight to show the world who is the better champion of us two. I look forward to hearing from your promoters. I'm waiting, Bridges.
How will Damien Bridges respond? Only time will tell.
Looks like the media decided to pick up the story. Listen, we can't let Bridges accept his challenge.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about Bridges challenging that guy. He's a monster. No one in their right mind would even try that.
Still, it's a precaution. Bridges!
Oh, hey, come on in. We're just in the middle of making some dinner.
You know, Bridges, I just got done talking with Josh and Daniel, and you know, it made me kind of want to come over. And I know you've probably seen the video, seen the other ones before it, but I just wanted to make sure that you and I were still on the same page with this whole Boris Waltz thing.
Boris Waltz? Yeah, I'm gonna fight him.
Wait a second. What? Listen, Bridges, I thought we had an agreement when you joined me in this promotions business. I told you this wasn't going to be your glory days. We had an agreement on this entire Boris Waltz situation.
You drink green tea?
Yes, I drink green tea.
All right, good. I'll make you some. Listen, I know you don't agree with my decision, but I have to do this. You got no choice.
Oh yeah, no other choice. You could have said no. Thank you.
Listen, I really didn't have a choice.
And why is that, Bridges?
It's not just about me anymore. It's about the people. I need to give them their hope back. And I'm the only one that can do it, okay? No one else is going to. If there was someone else, I would let them do it. But there's no one else to do this right now. And that's why. That's why I don't have a choice right now.
Listen, there's tons of other people who can do things. It's not all up to you. Not everything's on your shoulders here.
Who? Name me one other person that can do this.
Well, for one, you've got Jake Jakers.
Jake? He's retired. There's no way he can handle Boris.
Yeah, you're retired too. I think you're forgetting about that. For two, you've got Anonymous Jackson out there.
Anonymous Jackson's a vigilante. No one wants to see a vigilante out there. They need me, not Anonymous Jackson.
Oh, but back in the 90s they needed a vigilante, and they called it the Guardians Initiative. You know, back when every other month...
Okay. Let's not bring that up. That is completely separate.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's still bothering you to this very day. That whole thing with My Eyes, you gotta come to terms with that at some point or another.
It's something I have to deal with. It's none of your business.
It was involved. I was completely involved in every bit of that situation. Do you know what I had to walk away from? What I walked away with?
It's done. I'm fighting Boris.
I don't believe you should do this. It's beyond your ability, man.
I know the risks. I know I might die. But I'm willing to take them. It's not just for me, I keep telling you. If I can make a difference, then I'll give the people their hope back. That's what I want. And I know that's what you want too. You just gotta let me do it.
You know what? I'm gonna let you do this. Because I think that you'd be able to. I need you to be careful. And listen, you're gonna go into this with some preparation. You're just gonna run in and hope for the best.
That's good to hear. I knew I could count on you. Here, let's talk about this outside.
Quite honestly, Bridges, I had no idea that you had a hot tub.
Yeah, I don't take very many guys in here. Anyway, about the preparation.
The way I see it, Bridges, we need to get someone to get you into shape. Better shape than you've ever been. I know you blew him off earlier, but I say we talk to your good old friend Jake Jacobs. The only issue with that is he's not my biggest fan, and given some of the things he's doing right now, I don't know if he'll have the time.
Yeah, that is a good option. But what happens when he's not available? Because I know Jake. He's not gonna just say, okie dokie, let's do this.
Well, given my condition, I won't be able to train you. Now, there is always Josh and Daniel.
Listen, I know Josh and Daniel, they mean well, and they could probably train me really good, but are they really the best people for this?
Are you insinuating that they are not the best people? Listen, I've known the two for a while. They may take a situation with a bit lighter heart, and during the Nash situation, I may have found out that they fought each other with lightsabers and decided to watch Indiana Jones, but the two of them are skilled fighters, and they'd be able to whip you up into shape pretty quick.
Well, be that as it may, I'd still feel better if you'd asked Jake for me first.
You want me to ask Jake? Listen, I told you, me and Jake aren't on the best of terms. He's got some kind of personal vendetta against me.
Listen, I need you to do this for me. There's a lot at stake here, and I'd just feel better if Jake was the one to train me and if you were to ask him for me.
Listen, I'll talk to Jake tomorrow. I do warn you, he's as against you fighting Boris as I was. Also, I need to call up Boris Waltz sometime soon and schedule the fight. I need to do that as soon as possible. How soon do you think you'll be ready for it?
I don't know, it's hard to tell. I say give it 2 weeks. I know it's not long, but we need to hurry.
2 weeks sounds about right. No matter who it is, they'll probably be able to get you the machine. Boris Waltz left his contact information with the news. I'll call them up and get it. Do warn you, this is a street fight. This is going to be one of the most brutal fights that you've ever gotten yourself into, so I hope you're ready. I hope your threshold of pain is high as it possibly can be.
Yeah, well, you remember 2 years ago. You remember Nate. I think you know my threshold for pain. I wouldn't worry about it. Come on, let's get out of here before we...
My name is Anonymous Jackson, and this is my city. I've recently been tracking the attacks of some quote-unquote monster. The thing has attacked numerous cities surrounding this one. This monster recently attacked Indianapolis. It killed 30. Luckily, my correspondent from Dayton was there to see the attack. He said its skin was like burlap, and that it looked like some type of scarecrow. This thing must be stopped, and I'm going to be the one to do it. I recently ran into the promoter of Damien Bridges. He asked me about helping my friend in a fight that he agreed to. I refused. Damien is in no shape to be fighting anymore. And I will not sit by and watch him get beaten within an inch of his life. In fact, something has seemed off about Damien recently. Whatever the case, I hope that Bridges decides to call this whole thing off.
Yeah, Bridges, he said he wouldn't do it. You can try if you want, but he was just as against it as I was, if not more. No, don't go to his house. He won't be there. This time of night, he'll probably still be in the city. There's a grocery store outside of town. There's a lounge section at the front of it. That's where he's going to be. Yeah, the guy never leaves the city. Listen, I'm going to call up Boris Waltz now. I'll talk to you later. Boris Waltz, Hey, this is Ryan Maurits. I am Damien Bridges' promotional manager. It's a pleasure to finally get to...
Believe you may be mistaken. My name is not Boris Waltz.
Oh, right then. Is there any way that I'd be able to speak to him?
No, there would not be.
Okay then, who am I speaking to?
My name is Maverick. I'm Boris Waltz's manager.
Oh, Maverick. It's quite the interesting stage name you have there. Might I ask that we be professionals and use real names here?
My name is Maverick to you.
Okay then. Maverick. See, I'm just calling to...
Schedule the fight with my client, correct?
Yes, that would be why, though I do...
Have terms that you'd like me to agree with. You act as if I haven't done these types of negotiations before.
Listen, let's just get to business here.
Yes. I've been waiting on you, Mr. Maurits.
I would actually like to try to schedule the fight to happen in 2 weeks.
Seems fair enough.
Okay, so where would you like all of this to be taking place?
There's an abandoned factory just outside of town. The lot next to it will be our location. I already have an XFC referee that'll be calling the match.
Fine then. I'll have you know I will also be calling in the media for this because it's sure to be quite the spectacle.
Ah yes, I can assure you of that. I suppose I'll see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully Mr. Bridges can actually stand a chance against my client.
That could have gone better.
Jake,
Damien Bridges.
I was told I'd find you here.
Have a seat.
So it's true you never leave this city, huh?
Well, I have my reasons. So, why here?
Just to question one of your recent decisions, Jake.
I hate always being right. Look, I'm not doing it.
You're not the first person to try to discourage me, Jake. We're the only two left. I'm just doing what I can. Try to give these people their hope back.
Look, Damien, this is something you cannot do. I've seen Boris Waltz. He's a monster. You're digging your own grave here, and if this happens, I don't want to be any part of it.
Damn it, Jake. This is gonna happen no matter what. At least with you, I'd stand a chance.
But this is something I'm not willing to risk. There's already 2 of us gone, and I'd rather not be the last one.
Listen, Jake. I understand where you're coming from. And honestly, I'm scared. If there was someone else to do this, I would let them do it, but there's not. And I'm not gonna back down from this. So, I guess I'm gonna have to go it alone.
Damien. Look, I'll be there. But if something bad happens, don't expect me to come over there and help you.
Thanks, Jake.
See these eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years, colder than the moon. It's been so long, and I've been putting out fire with gasoline. wouldn't believe what I've been through. You've been so long, and it's been so long. Loving putting out the fire with gasoline, putting out the fire with gasoline. It's been so long. I've been putting out fire. It's been so long. Putting out fire.
You're making a big mistake.
You're a wanted man.
I know a lot about that.
Though if what I've heard about you is right, you're not the menace they say you are. What do you want with me?
I'll get to that in time. But first, do you know anything about the monster that's been ravaging the area for the past 2 years?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
That's a lie.
That's irrelevant. But that's not the main reason why you came here, is it?
No, it's not. I'm here to tell you to stop your reckless gamble. Do not fight Boris Waltz tomorrow night.
You know, everybody keeps telling me that. But it's something I can't do.
You should avoid the fight. Boris Waltz is something you can't handle.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? So, who are you?
Someone like you. Someone that can rattle the cages. One that can instill hope and willpower, even at the darkest of hours.
Well then, I think I may be able to trust you after all. So, can I... Where did he get off to?
So, sure you got this?
I just don't know. Josh and Daniel's training was any good. And I think I should be this fine.
Well, once the rep gets into the center, he's going to give you your cue. I'm going to walk into the center with you. I think you got this, man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am tonight's ref, Reverend Blue Jeans. I'm not actually a reverend. And I will be your ref for tonight's match of XFC. Coming to the ring first, accompanied by his manager Ryan Maurits, founder of the Guardians Initiative, Damien Bridges. And now, introducing the current XFC heavyweight champion, Boris Waltz. Alright fellas, the rules are simple. This match is the last man standing match. First one to put their opponent down to a 10 count wins.
Jackson, you
showed up, and Maverick. How you doing?
There's my popcorn at home.
Yes, I am. You're not even gonna watch the fight?
I didn't know that's going to end.
We'll see.
Fight!
I gotta admit, Bridges, I was expecting a little bit more of a fight. Farewell, Damien Bridges.
Hold you.
Hey, man, come on. You did good, man. Hey, he's got no pulse. Get his jacket, hurry!
Come on, get up! Get up, man, hurry! Get the jacket! Oh, come on. Don't die on me here. Come on. What are they even... This can't be happening! Call someone! Go! Stay with me! Where the hell? What is this? Where am I? Damn. What's going on?
Hey! Who's there? Jesus! Hey! Who's there? Stop playing games.
Whoever you are, come out!
Damien Bridges. For decades you've evaded me. But now, I finally get to meet the great Damien Bridges.
Who are you?
Have a seat.
I'll ask one more time. Who are you? And where the hell am I?
You are in limbo. And I am the great ultimatum. Death.
Death? But I couldn't have... I did die. I remember.
Ah, you finally realized it. You actually caught on pretty quick. Some people spend days in denial.
You the one that's gonna judge me?
Actually, no. Everyone who comes to limbo is prejudged. Would you like to know what your judgment is, Damien?
I think my answer's irrelevant. You're gonna tell me anyway.
You will be spending an eternity in hell. But it is unlike what you have ever imagined. Hell is a personal place.
Hell. I've done nothing but good throughout my life. How is this my judgment?
Believe it or not, even death has expectations. And when it happened to be the time I made my quota, your timing was most unfortunate. I will give you the same ultimatum I've given everyone else. If you manage to best me in a simple game of chess, I will allow you to continue to live. But if you are to fail, you will spend an eternity to where you have been judged.
I'll accept your challenge, Death. But I have one question. Have you ever lost a game?
Not one time.
Sounds like my kind of odds.
Farewell, Damien Bridges.
Thanks. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna sit here and watch you drink yourself to death all night. You don't have to worry about me, Pokey. I'm always worried, sir. Sometimes I think this secret life of yours is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand, Pokey. Though I knew the consequences when I got into this business. Sometimes I think you should reconsider this hero business. I just want to see you live a normal life, sir. Thomas Jackson is not a quitter. Thomas Jackson has no limits, but you do so. Were we expecting anyone today, Pokey? Not that I know of, sir.
What are you doing?
Why are you here? And why did you let him in? I deem this point enough, sir. I'll leave you two alone now.
So, I never expected you to have a butler.
Long story.
Please indulge. We have time.
Okay, fine then. His name is Pokey Smokes, a refined criminal.
Wait, refined? Jake, have you been drinking?
Reformed. Sorry for my error. Me and Pokey ran into each other literally after we got into a car accident. Since Pokey just got out of prison, he didn't have any car insurance, so the judge sentenced him to be my butler. He's been like that for 4 years.
Sounds like a bad plot for a sitcom or something. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm here.
Please indulge.
Boris Waltz isn't facing any criminal charges.
What?
Maverick paid some people off. They're throwing out the case as a heart failure.
That's a lie.
Yeah, people lie, Captain America. That happens.
But Boris Waltz murdered him.
In front of people, on camera. Listen, Maverick's obviously powerful. If he's able to pull something like this off, there's more you should know.
Boris Waltz issued another challenge.
He's calling out Anonymous Jackson.
Well, that's good, because I want to get my hands on him.
That's good, because I want you to. I want to see Boris Waltz destroyed just as much as you do. For other reasons, too.
Well, what would those reasons be?
I assume you're familiar with the man named Ivan Tarakovsky.
Of course I am. Him and other World Cleansing Society members took over a cruise liner off the coast of the Atlantic. It was one of my first big missions on the Guardians Initiative. What about him?
Well, Boris Waltz is Ivan Tarakovsky.
Tja, that's impossible. I watched Tarakovsky burn alive at the hands of Demetrius Nash.
He burned alive, but that obviously didn't stop him. Have you heard any of the details surrounding the death of Jess Lambert?
I'd like to.
As you know, Jess Lambert died in a car accident. You don't know what nobody else knows, is that the vehicle that hit him was an XFC tour bus that was transporting Boris Waltz. It may sound like a coincidence, but I looked into it further. World Cleansing Society's in the area.
We've been dealing with these World Cleansing Society members for years. Frederick von Happelstein, for example, is right now trapped in Cincinnati. And he's still on the loose.
In addition, I also found out where a lot of Boris Waltz fight back goes. He's been paying for plastic surgery operations for the last 7 years. I don't know what it means, but there's a chance that he's trying to hide who he once was. That would only be if he was someone like Ivan Tarakovsky.
This is just a bunch of coincidences. He's a fighter. He gets plastic surgeries because he gets banged up in the face.
Listen, I'm not asking for you to agree with me, I'm asking for you to trust me. I'm calling Maverick tonight to schedule your fight. It's going to be in 2 weeks. Same time, same place.
I may not like you, but I don't care. As long as I get my hands on Boris Waltz, I'm with you.
Listen, I'm going to be the one to train you in preparation for all this. I warn you, I do have a condition, and hopefully it doesn't act up while we're training. Furthermore, I have some news, and it's very interesting.
Go on.
Josh and Daniel have a plan to bring Mr. Bridges back from the dead.
What? God. Bring him back from the dead? It's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
That sums up my initial reaction. Listen, I'm talking to them also. If it's Josh and Daniel, how crazy could it be?
We're gonna find the lost book of Cthulhu.
The Book of Cthulhu?
The lost book of Cthulhu.
What?
We believe that within those ancient leafy pages there lies a secret spell that will allow us to bring back Bridges.
on the off chance you manage to find the lost Book of Cthulhu, you understand the only revival spell in the lost Book of Cthulhu is going to be one that brings back Cthulhu.
Don't tell me you're gonna buy into that. Cthulhu's not even real.
It's just a myth.
Okay, if you're so dead set on this, where are you even going to begin to look for something like this?
Well, like any noble quest, this one will begin in a forest.
We just don't know exactly which one that is, but we'll pick one and hope for the best. And we were thinking maybe we could, start in the back of your house.
Sure, why not? But I hope you two know you're probably going to get lost.
We're not gonna get lost.
I have an excellent sense of direction.
Great. We're lost. Perhaps we should follow this path of destruction to find the Black Book of Cthulhu. Agreed. Stay close. It's a 3-day journey to the other side. We don't even know where we are. God damn it, Daniel. It's probably 3 days. Just look.
Maverick, you're on time.
I assumed I'd be meeting with you sometime soon. You're almost too predictable.
Listen, Maverick, let's cut the bullcrap here. I know who Boris Waltz is, and I know that you helped him murder Damien Bridges.
Yet you still see to our terms.
I agree to your terms because I've got a score to settle with you and your guy, Ivan Tarakovsky.
I care not what you know. I fear nothing. But apparently you have something to fear, having that gun at arm's reach since our conversation began.
Says the man who brought a baseball bat to a friendly meeting. Listen, you're right. I called you here so I can accept Boris Waltz's challenge.
Do tell.
I'm glad you're entertaining yourself, Maverick. Because all that happiness you have right now will be completely gone when Anonymous Jackson turns Mr. Tarakovsky into a smear on the pavement.
And I assume you want the same terms as last time?
2 weeks, 10 o'clock. If you do anything to my man this time, I'll make sure you can't pay off the judge. Because I'll take care of you myself.
I wish you luck with that. And hopefully this time 2 weeks actually gives you a fighting chance.
I can assure you, 2 weeks or not, I got the better guy here. You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Ah, yes. Jake Jacobs. Running around in a cheap costume thinking he's something more than he is. He will be crushed just like the insect he is.
Oh, you'll try.
Oh, we will.
Then it looks like we have a match.
It seems so.
So this is it, huh? Wait a second. I know this place.
Do not drink the water. It has been tainted by the Dark Lord. Josh and Daniel Baggins have been long expecting me.
Who the hell are you?
I am the benevolent spirit of these woods. I have waited long a day for the prophecy to come true of the two men I would meet on this very day. I am Gandalf the Grey.
How do we know you're not some master of the black arts? An evil demon sent here to destroy us. I believe that if he was evil, he would look fairer and feel fouler.
You two seek the lost book of Cthulhu. It is good that you have run into me. I know of its location. But beware, there are older and fouler things in the world than orcs. Come with me. This way. You have a long journey ahead.
Should we really trust this guy? I thought you said you did trust him. I was just quoting Lord of the Rings.
Come on! Do not keep the wizard waiting. This looks like a good enough place as any to stop for the night. We will rest. I'm sure you are weary from your travels.
What do you think he's looking for? I don't know. He did say there are fouler things around here. He knows something. I'm gonna go find out what it is.
Josh Baggins, you have questions. I have answers. Speak your mind.
If we're gonna work together, I need to know more about you. I need to know who you are.
My father was a gambler man down in Georgia. He wound up on the wrong end of a gun. I was born in the back seat of a Greyhound bus, rolling down Highway 41.
Those are the lyrics to Ramblin' Man.
Be that as it may, long story short, I ended up coming into these woods due to legend of the lost book of Cthulhu and a prophecy that two young men would cross into these in order to find the book of Cthulhu for a good purpose. The way I see it, you are the prophecy. However, by being on these grounds, we're crossing an evil wind.
Wait. So you're telling me that you've searched for the book yourself?
Josh, he wants it for himself!
Daniel Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks! I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with us. I wish this prophecy had nothing to do with us. I wish none of this had ever happened.
Sit with me a moment.
Many a year ago, a man by the name of Robert Wagner ventured into these woods. He was questing for the Book of Cthulhu, like you two quest for it now. The book twisted his mind, changed him, tore every fiber of his being apart until there was only a monster left. He now goes by the Balrog. They say he still patrols these forests, guarding the book that so blinded him. The guardians of the Book of Cthulhu ended up turning him into the monster that he is. So now he just runs around.
It's a pity that the Guardians didn't kill him when they had the chance.
Pity? It was pity that stayed the Guardian's hand. Many that live deserve to die, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Josh? Do not be so quick to deal death with judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
So will we have to take care of this Balrog?
I sense that the Balrog still has a part to play, whether good or evil. Now, we must rest. Tomorrow, we will find the book.
Well, I'm glad to see you're taking this whole training thing seriously. At this rate, you're gonna go down in seconds. You're gonna die faster than Bridges did.
Of course I'm gonna die in seconds, because I've been swinging the air for 2 days. You haven't taught me anything.
Listen, I already told you I'm not cleared to do this kind of action. It's the same reason I didn't participate in the Nash incident. It's because I have a reason. I'll get to that later if it ever needs to come up.
Oh, so what are you gonna teach me to do? Are you gonna teach me how to betray Shiva? Are you gonna teach me how to stay back and watch 2 people get beat senseless by a madman?
You have no idea what is going on, do you? I'm telling you, I have a perfectly good reason that I can't do this myself. Otherwise, I'd be the one signing up against Boris Waltz. Because I know that I'm better than you.
Oh, sitting behind a desk makes you better than me? You know what I do in my spare time? I'm out in that city, and I'm protecting the people that I care about.
You're only obstructing the people who actually aren't supposed to do that kind of thing. You're an idiot in a purple jumpsuit doing absolutely nothing for anyone else.
That thing! The monster! I don't know whether I should kill you or turn you in. Would you mind telling me what was that back there?
Is it possible you could do neither? Because I don't like either of those options too much.
You have 10 seconds to tell me what that thing was right now.
Okay. Back the gun away, and I will explain everything.
Go on.
Fine then. That is my condition that I've been telling you about. There's a lot of things you don't know, a lot of things that you're not supposed to know, so bear with me here because this is going to be a bit of a long-winded explanation. Started 2 years ago. Given that you're part of the Guardians Initiative, I'm sure you've heard of Nathaniel My Eyes.
Yeah, I know who he is. He was a maniac. Quite frankly, he happened to have quite a big history with Bridges.
Yeah, with a lot you don't know. For starters, you've brought up that Bridges acted different. And he's not been the same. Well, there's a reason behind that. It's because the Bridges you've been talking to is a year older than the Bridges you thought you knew. It's because 2 years ago, Damien Bridges came back from the future in order to try to stop Dr. My Eyes.
The future? First those two idiots talk about bringing someone back from the dead, and you're talking about my friend coming back from the future. Oh my god.
You wanted me to explain, so I'm explaining. Bridges and My Eyes actually met on an initiative started by the government to create a method of time travel. They go a long ways back. The reason Dr. My Eyes doesn't have an eye is because Bridges sliced it out. My Eyes started the World Cleansing Society, and the government's response to that was starting the Guardians Initiative. Flash forward to 2 years ago. Dr. My Eyes somehow was unfrozen by one of his henchmen. He traveled back in time a couple months in order to try to test a super soldier serum. His target was me because apparently I'm a genetic doppelganger to him. Bridges came back to try to stop him because in the future My Eyes had won. Long story short, they were able to stop him.
Go on.
Victory had a price. Despite Bridges' main goal being to stop me from drinking the serum, I drank it anyway. There were rumors from where Bridges had come from that there were people who were able to control the Scarecrow serum. So I went on a hunch. The first time I was able to control it, it was amazing. I was able to even thrash Dr. My Eyes, who was later killed by Bridges. I decided to try it again. Went out into the Dayton area and I wasn't in control. Just, ever since, it just takes over. If it finds a weak spot, it breaks in. It's like an alternate personality. It's always there. It's talking. Always there.
Well, I guess that explains why you couldn't treat me personally, and why you couldn't do anything when you fought Nash.
Well, it doesn't explain anything about why you couldn't do anything when you fought Nash.
Ha ha ha! I think you're forgetting that I'm the guy with the gun.
Listen, you cool it with the gun. I'm asking for you to trust me here. I can attempt to train you physically, but listen, you can't go into this fight alone. Without me, it's going to be an uphill battle. If that thing comes out again, I trust that you will do what is necessary, even if it involves murdering me, because obviously I can't control it. I'm asking if you're going to let me help you.
Well, I guess I have no choice. But If that thing comes out again, I'm gonna kill you.
Alright, then untie me. Because we got a lot of ground to cover in 4 days.
Before we venture any further, I have a gift for you. We've become friends upon this journey, and we're reaching the book soon. I'd like to give you something to keep you aided in your travels. This ring is an indigo ring of compassion, given to me several years ago. It called out my name, but lately it hasn't been calling mine. It's been calling a being more compassionate than I. It's been calling you, Josh Baggins. Can I entrust you to keep this ring of compassion?
With my life, I will accept this ring, only to use it for the power of good.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. I have nothing for you, Daniel Baggins. Now come, follow me. The book is right over this pass. There it is. The book. Cthulhu.
My eyes deceived by some spell.
Don't move any further. Let's make sure it's not a dark trick. One moment. I'm gonna go investigate. Fool of a took! Next time, throw yourself! Rid us of your stupidity!
You got the book?
There's an ill sound on the wind. Balrog is foe beyond any of you. Run! Run across the bridge! Foul creature of the ancient world, tell me, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them strong before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
Can I first convince you to put the axe down?
What?
Your arm's getting tired. Put the axe down.
You have a point.
You cheated! The wizard never cheats. He does exactly what he means to. Come at me!
Cthulhu, I have never prayed. I've never had the tongue for it. But give me one thing. Give me revenge. And if you don't, to hell with you! What are you going to do now, girly man? You son of a bitch!
You cannot pass! I'm the wielder of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Olno. Your dark fire will not avail you, flame of Odun! Go back to the shadow! You shall not pass!
least we have the book.
We need to leave. The fight between Anonymous Jackson and Boris Waltz is about to begin.
I have a question. Why did we treat that fallen tree as a bridge? Why did that guy die whenever he fell off of it?
Damien, some things are better left unsaid.
Death was right. This place is personal.
Damien Bridges! I've heard a great deal about you, Mr. Bridges. I have to say, your personnel has quite the interesting story behind it.
What the hell are you doing here, Grifter?
Quite honestly, I was intrigued when I heard the great Damien Bridges would be joining the denizens of my kingdom. So I had to stop in. It only figures that a location like this would be your personal hell.
What are you talking about, your kingdom? This is hell.
I was hoping you'd ask that question, Bridges. You see, when Anonymous Jackson killed me and got me sent here, my first objective was to take over. And so, I have successfully become the Lord of Hell.
Well, that's just wonderful, Grifter. But what the hell do you know about this location?
I know everything there is to know about this location, Bridges. At this location, 2 years ago, you murdered your best friend. You killed the great Dr. Nathaniel My Eyes.
I had to do that. I had no choice. I was gonna kill innocent people. Death was right. This place is a personal hell.
It's only a personal hell because you continued for the last 2 years to beat yourself up over it. You feel it's your fault, and let me tell you something. It is very much your fault. Every decision that you've made led to that moment. And that is why you are here with me right now.
That's enough, Grifter! What do you want from me?
Well, I want you to die. You see, back on Earth, My Eye's plan is finally going into motion. The gears are turning, Bridges. And with you still even existing, you are a threat to that operation. So now I've come to eliminate you once and for all.
You will try, Grifter.
What's the matter, Bridges? Not in your prime anymore? This is gonna be a real long fight if you think that's going to work on me, Bridges. Everything you have isn't even going to amount to anything against me.
You're only making this more difficult on yourself, Grifter. I suggest you give up.
I guess dying once wasn't enough for you, Bridges. Prepare to die.
Not this time.
You're a damn fool to think you can do a single thing. My eyes plan will happen. You're just going to be another victim of it.
Death! Give me a second chance!
There's not enough time to make it there. And so we're just gonna have to perform the rite here.
Wait a second. If we were to perform the rite here, and we don't have enough time to get there, and we bring Bridges here, how is he gonna get there?
God, hurry up and find it. I can't find this. This is some sort of garbled form of Cthulhu and tease.
Wait. Let's try this one.
Cthulhu Patang! Wait. Here's a revival spell right here.
Oh, gotta make a move that's right for me. Gotta make a moving with some energy. Ooga baka ba. A weemba whip, a weemba whip, a weemba whip, a weemba whip. A weemba bum whip. Bridges? Damn, you look taller.
You fools have no idea what you've just done, do you?
Bridges, we have no time for these quarrels. You must go to the factory now and rescue them.
The hell? No, I'm Bridges. Hello, good friends. I will leave right away to save them all.
But wait, Bridges, what should we do while you're gone?
Gentlemen, I believe there is an Indiana Jones marathon on. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to save the world. And by the way, soon you will kneel to your new lord, the Grifter!
That was the Grifter? Shit.
Come on, guys, I still have to announce it first.
I have something planned. I'm gonna be gone. If the match starts, do your best, beat Boris Waltz, okay? But I got a plan. I'm gonna be right back. Hopefully I get here just in time. What? Where are you going?
Come on, fellas. This next match is between Anonymous Jackson and Boris Waltz. The rules, it's a last man stand.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. Back to the world! I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be.
What are you doing? Listen. I got something to tell you. I was wrong. Maverick is Ivan Tarakovsky. I need to stall. I'm waiting until Josh and Daniel get here. You think they're actually gonna bring Bridges back from the dead? You're delusional. No, I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything. I'm just stalling because it's more numbers for us. Listen. I'm gonna be able to keep that thing in control. I swear to you that. I'm gonna go. They won't turn down the challenge. Let me go, alright? Boris Waltz, you know what? I don't know why you're wasting your time with Anonymous Jackson. Because guess what? I can beat you. Because I'm the best in the world. And I'm gonna make you show me respect.
Playing right into our hand. Make sure to only knock him out. Leave him alive.
Got it. Change of plans. Wanna fight him?
Well, okay then. You guys know the rules. Fight!
Oh, what's up?
I've had enough of this. Have you heard about our plan?
What plan?
You just don't know when to quit.
We're taking the Scarecrow's blood and using it to build an army. and there's nothing you can do to stop them.
I know who you are. Ivan Tarakovsky.
Of course!
Five! Nine! I got it! I got it!
I want you burned. Demetrius Nash burned you!
Not only did I quite literally cheat death, but the next I would replace all of my damaged organs and skin. Everything they couldn't replace were my lungs. So I wear the mask.
Let me assure you, you're not dead.
Oh yeah? Then where the hell is this?
Why? In your mind, of course.
Listen, I've had enough crap over the last couple weeks, and the last thing I need is to sit here and have you taunt me. Never stop talking. Everything I do, everywhere I go, you're sitting there. You sit there and talk. I don't want to deal with you right now.
You have no choice. I am you.
No. There is not a single bit of you that is a part of me. You are nothing like me.
You can believe what you like. I am just your darkest I realized.
Yeah, bull crap. Listen, I know what you are. You're some potion created by Dr. My Eyes that turned me into some mindless slave creature to do his bidding.
You and I both know that chemical is faulty. Hence why you're here with me.
Listen, I've had enough of this. Together, you and me are more powerful than anything. With your power, you give me the abilities that I've needed, that power that I'd be able to have, that I wish to have. And with me, you get the host body you need to survive. But I'm asking you to do one thing for me, and that's shut up and let me win! 8! 9! I've had enough! Don't tell me those two actually did something.
No, I'll explain later.
Okay. You owe me, man. You owe me.
Let's show the world who Adonis Jackson really is. Ah, Jake Jenkins. Too bad that bastard didn't invite the media this time. Well, that benefits me, because I can end you the way you should be ended. Squashed like the insect you are. Impossible.
So, Maverick, or should I say, Ivan Tarakovsky, are you surprised to see me?
Damien Bridges. Come to die yet again.
No! I came here to stop you.
already down. Your old age is getting to you. But I have a job to attend to.
Jake!
You think you can stop us? The gears are already in motion. One way or another, my eyes of vision will be realized. So, what are you waiting for?
I didn't think you were actually listening.
I don't like to give second chances, Damien Bridges. But given the current circumstances, I'm thinking I'll take this gamble. I lied to you when I said I had never lost a game. Sometime long ago, an individual bested me at chess and went back to his world. I'm a sore loser, Mr. Bridges. And I want you to go back and send him back to me.
And what should happen if I fail?
Should you fail, you will cease to exist.
I accept. Who is it?
The man I want you to kill is named Ivan Tarakovsky.
Well then, looks like you did exactly what you wanted. And you're Anonymous Jackson? Hey, really? Don't be arresting me for trying to help you save the world.
So, it seems like those two idiots actually managed to do something.
Yeah, they brought back the grifter.
Great.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him in due time. Right now we have a bigger goal. There's still one of them World Cleansing Society maniacs out there. Von Hoppelstein's still stuck in the area.
So, I take it you want me to take care of it?
Actually, I was thinking we should probably team up on this one. My condition's a bit resolved. Me and the other guy found something to agree on.
Well, that's just great. So it looks like you're teaming up with a maniacal demon.
He's not that bad once you get to know him, quite honestly. You should see how he looks now. Besides, I have something for you. It fell off of Maverick after the fight. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was meant for you. It was like calling your name or something.
Man, it seems like everyone's getting these things.
Yeah, it's like they're meant for us or something. Listen, Bridges wants to talk to you. So I'll talk to you later. We gotta go start looking for Von Hoppelstein's goons.
Alright. Hello, Bridges.
Jake?
So, what's up?
I heard Ryan let you in on some information about me.
Yeah, he did. Probably been the single weirdest month of my existence.
Yeah. Jake, as my friend, I think you deserve to know the truth. It all started about 2 years ago.
There's always a diamond friendly sitting in the Life Hotel. The heart's filthy lessons with her 100 miles to hell. If there was only something between us, if there was only something between us, you.